Welcome to week 14. This is going to be your picks for every game and a little analysis on how we see this week playing out. Lions and the Cowboys, two top teams here battling it out Thursday night. After watching the Cowboys play on Thanksgiving, I think they have a real good chance here. The Lions are slowly picking it up again. Tough though, with that many injuries in their secondary. I don't know how they're going to be able to stop the Dallas Cowboys receivers. I think they're just hot right now. I think they're hot. Yeah, I mean, it's very hard to see the Lions being able to contain that Dallas offense the way that a few other teams have been able to. I think the Lions just don't have enough pieces to be able to do that. I think the Lions offense can exploit that weak Dallas defense though and definitely take advantage. This could very much come down to a shootout of a game. But I think the Dallas Cowboys, their defense has picked it up now with Quinnen Williams being added into that team. The run game against them is pretty much slowed down now. So I don't see Jahmyr Gibbs or Montgomery being able to go off in this game. Cowboys are very well equipped to beat out the Lions, which is crazy to say. It's crazy to say that this year. 34-28. Cowboys. Falcons. Seahawks week 14 game against the Falcons. The Falcons have not looked good. They have struggled a lot this year with Kirk Cousins in the back now. I think it'll be tough for that Falcons team to go up against this very top tier Seattle defense. That defense annihilated the Vikings this past weekend, and I don't see anything slowing them down, especially not the Falcons. Not this week. Yeah, I mean, Seattle's just got everything going right now. Like I said last week, that offense, though, needs to pick it up this week, and I think they can take advantage of that weak Falcons defense. 37-14 Seahawks. Titans, Browns. Yeah, I mean, the Titans have not looked good. This is pretty much a clear-cut matchup here for the Browns, you know. I think that Titans defense is pretty good, though, but they just have no offense at all. And against a very strong Browns defense, they're not going to be able to get anything going. We're going to see a lot of the Titans defense versus the Browns offense, and I definitely think that if Shador and that offense can figure it out this week, they will definitely have an advantage over the Titans. 21-7 Browns. Commanders, Vikings. Commanders had a tough matchup on Sunday night against the Broncos. And, you know, that says a lot about who the Broncos are as a team, as well as who the Commanders are as a team. The Commanders are fighters, put up a tough game against one of the top teams in the league. The Vikings did not look good with Max Brosmer at QB. Their defense held the Seahawks offense, though, in the first half for pretty modest, you know, I would say, amount of yards and points. But I think with J.J. McCarthy coming back, that Commanders team showing new life. Maybe Jaden Daniels comes back this game. You know, I think the Commanders here are definitely a better team. Maybe not on paper, but I think with the way that they've been playing, the heart that they've been playing with, you can definitely see that they are the better team here. 24-10 Commanders. Dolphins and the Jets here. The Jets not looking good. Tyrod Taylor has shown to be a better QB, though. So maybe they have some life there, this being a divisional matchup as well. You know, the Dolphins are catching fire. They have something to play for. You know, the Jets are just trying to win, but there's really nothing more for them to play for, you know, other than just to win, which, in all fairness, is great. But the Dolphins here have a shot at making the playoffs. They're going to play their butts off. Tua and that offense has looked pretty good, too, so against the struggling Jets team. 21-7 Dolphins. Saints and the Bucks. Division game. Baker is good. Mike Evans might come back this game. We don't know. But that Buccaneers team is looking strong. Definitely a lot stronger than that Saints team. And that Saints team is struggling. Struggling again. So not much really going for them here. The Bucks are just that much stronger of a team. They have more pieces to be able to win this. 28-7 Buccaneers. Colts and the Jaguars. Another divisional game. A really strong division game here. Two of the top teams in that division fighting for the number one spot, and the Texans not far behind. The Colts are kind of struggling right now. Daniel Jones is a bit injured. That defense is taking a hit with Sauce out, maybe for the rest of the year. We don't know yet, or I don't know yet at least, but yeah, the Colts team is taking a very big hit. The Jaguars on the other hand, with Jacoby Myers in this rotation, I think he definitely has brought a new life to that offense and a new very favorable target for Trevor Lawrence, along with Brenton Strange, their tight end. Yeah, they've kind of moved away from that running game that they were shown to have a couple weeks ago. But yeah, this is a tough matchup right here. And that Jaguars defense has looked good. Can they stop Jonathan Taylor, though? We'll see. I think their D-line is definitely pretty strong, though. But the Colts defense is, I feel, a bit stronger here than the Jaguars defense. 24-14 Jaguars. Steelers and the Ravens. Oh boy, this is another division game. Two teams that are struggling, I feel like. Steelers, I thought they had a better chance against the Bills last week. That did not happen. Just overall not good football from the Steelers right now. The Ravens, I don't know what's going on with them. With Lamar Jackson, I thought him coming back would have changed this team around completely. It hasn't changed as much as we thought it would, but it has changed. Them being at home here, the Steelers struggling, the Ravens, have shown that what they can be, really. They've shown what they can be, so... Yeah, I mean, it's just really getting Lamar back into the groove of things, getting him going on the run, making him another weapon for that offense. It's hard to trust the Steelers to this point with how much they've struggled and how little consistency they have together. 20-7 Ravens. Bengals and the Bills. The Bengals have shown they kind of got it going a little bit. They played a good game against the Ravens. That their defense looked somewhat good, It was a division matchup. Do I think they're going to be able to do the same thing and replicate that against Josh Allen? No. Unfortunately, Josh Allen is just that much different of a quarterback. I do think that the Bills' defense will be exposed here. I don't think they're that good of a defense. And with Joe Burrow getting a game under his belt, I think he'll definitely do a bit of a masterclass, if you will, against that Bills defense, struggling Bills defense. Not a favorable one here for the Bengals overall. I still think that it'll be a closer game than what these odds are making it out to be, but we're going to go 24-20 Bills. Broncos and the Raiders, I mean, anything can happen at this point. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's the Raiders. They're not good. They're not good at all. They're just horrible. Broncos are struggling on offense, I would say, but their defense is locked down. Top 2 in the league. 28-7 Broncos. The Bears and the Packers. This might be game of the week. Bears going up to Lambeau. It's going to be a tough matchup. The Packers have historically owned this Bears team. Ben Johnson has shown that he can turn that offense around and keep it, flowing. The Packers team is strong, though. That Packers defense is really strong, and I think they can definitely match up well against the Bears offense here. And this might be for the division here. This is going to be a tough game. Division game, I think this will be pretty close. 27-24 Bears. I think they can get it done. Rams and the Cardinals. Cardinals are out of the playoffs, eliminated. They don't really have much to play for here again. The Rams coming off a tough loss against the Panthers. I think the Rams, despite this being a division matchup, I think they can get the job done here. They can turn it around for sure. So 28-7 Rams. Sunday night matchup. Texans versus the Chiefs. Ooh, this is a good matchup right here. This is what I'm talking about. A hot Texans defense versus the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. I mean, that Texans team has new life with CJ Stroud coming back now. I think having played a tough division matchup against the Colts, they've shown that they can be a good team. They've turned it around now. Mid-season, they've turned it around. So they're looking good. The Chiefs struggled against that Cowboys team. Definitely a big step up in competition here with the Texans defense. I don't know how Mahomes finds a way to beat that Texans defense, but I think he'll keep it close. CJ Stroud, on the other hand, I think with Nico Collins having a turnaround on his season as well, I think that'll help out a lot. I think this will be a close game, though. This will be a very close game. 24-21 Texans. Eagles and the Chargers. Another good matchup right here on Primetime. We get good Primetime games this week. Yes. The Chargers are quite injured, but I think they're still a pretty good team. This will come down to Justin Herbert's health, whether or not he plays. If he doesn't play, huge hit to the Chargers team. Him playing, we'll see how well he does. If he does play with that fractured or that surgically repaired arm now or hand, that Eagles team has to find life, and that offense has to be able to play good defense here against a tough and surging Chargers offense. With Amari and Hampton also coming back, I think this will be a great matchup for running backs for Saquon, Amari and Hampton. We'll see how well they do against each other's defensive lines, respectively. Do I see the Eagles turning it around, though? They just lost a tough one against a good Bears team, and I think that Chargers offense is better than that Bears offense, and they have a good defense, too. This is a tough one to pick. This is very tough. Very, very tough one to pick. 20-17 Chargers. Home game for them. I don't see them losing this. That has been our Week 14 recap. I hope you've enjoyed. Hope you follow along on those picks. Like and subscribe. Comment what your picks are. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok. And catch you in the next one. Peace.